Yeah, yeah. Pull up a chair. We just talking. Yeah. We just chewing the fat, kicking it back. Cap Q, Gregory, DT on the track. If you wanna laugh, if you wanna react, hit play, lean in. We just chewing the fat. Hot takes, headlines, dumb group chat, big world talk.
All right, howdy, folks. Welcome to Chewing the Fat podcast show where we talk about nothing and everything, big topics, little topics, heavy topics, light topics, everything in between. Tonight we are going, because it's so close to the 4th of July, we're going to talk about the American Revolution and everything patriotic and what have you. Per usual, I got my co-host, ZT, here.
What up?
There he is. He's making dinner. Gregory will be on a little later. He is taking in what probably is a majestic sunset on Lake Erie. So he's enjoying that right now. So what's new, Dave? What's going on? I see you trimmed your mustache.
Yeah, I let it grow with the beard, and then I was like, you know what? Join the guys when you all had mustaches.
There you go.
So
there we are.
So I, did the appropriate thing, I guess you would call it. Besides the stash, I guess, eating more salads,
There you go.
Trying to
greens.
putting the action, some action behind all this.
Yeah. Salads.
Even though it's hot out, I've been, trying to get a little active. I usually wait till the evening time. So it cools down.
This is
what about you? What's new with you?
Nothing at all. We did our trip to Cleveland and back. And what's funny, or I think it's funny, is that after we left, both places where my dad's at in West Virginia and Cleveland are both in the 90s all this week. So we brought a little Florida weather for you guys to enjoy and have a good time. Swim. It's going to be a good pool day. Good pool day. But so the American Revolution, the 4th of July, there was a lot of what's his name's the Washington DC has like a fair, and I heard that it didn't have a good it hasn't had a good attendance, and there it's supposed to be this off the charts thing, and I heard it's flopped. Have you heard anything about that? For what I guess it's going on right now. So this whole week has been like it was like the 250th celebration carnival or fair, and it's not been good.
Huh? I haven't heard that.
No. They showed some pictures and it's like nothing. Then there's the whole reflecting pool. That drama going on with that.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious.
You couldn't drain the swamp. How are you going to drain? You can't even drain that.
Yeah, it's a reflecting pool. You can walk in it. Not deep. Did you actually? I'm going to pull this up here because I want to know if you've seen it or not. The newest thing with Thomas Massie. It's great. So Thomas Massie is walking down the street, and a Fox News correspondent follows him and is asking him all these questions and stuff like that. And then he turns the phone around. Like, he takes out his phone and starts filming the guy. And the guy just turns around. All right, let me share this real quick.
I did not see this.
Because no, it's good. Do do do. There we go. Here we are.
Your ex is saying about you with the NDA that you pressured her to sign an NDA for wrongful termination.
It's all false. It's all false.
Why do you think she's out there saying it? Was it because of the primary, ahead of the primary? What do you think is motivating it? Oh, no, I just thought I would give you a chance to respond because you've never been able to tell your side of the story.
So let me ask you. I heard that you like gay porn. Is that true?
I just want to give you a chance, your side of it. That's I'm not going to get into that.
But you don't like
Congressman,
it?
I'm not. Of course, I don't like it.
Really?
But thank you.
That's not what I heard.
Clear up the stuff you're.
Oh man, that's good, huh? Like
That's one way to get.
This is a edited video because he's like, "Who are you?" He asked, "Who are you for?" He's like, "Fox News." He's like, "When do you guys become a tabloid?"
Right.
Like, and then he just that's great. I'm gonna do that anytime if I'm ever in a situation where people are filming me, I'll just turn my phone on and be like, "Hey, what do you just because it's like, oh no, somebody stood up to me. What am I gonna do?"
Right.
I think I think that's what they're all upset about is because he, like that's what they're not used to. They're used to just getting whatever they want, people running away, and then they can make whatever story. But when you flip the script, they don't know how to handle it.
Well, they're expecting you to cower, cower to their way, like you've already done.
You know what? These colors don't run, Dave. These colors don't run. Remember that,
Exactly. I do remember that. I think a lot of people forgot that. But again, maybe we haven't talked enough about that to, bring that back around. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're right or left. It matters if you're a true American and you believe in that American dream. That's out there that everyone's chasing. The never-ending goal. Get whatever piece of whatever that dream shall be is our right, and
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think we need to get our gumption back. Like start, and you could do it like with Thomas Massie. He didn't do anything. Like I was just thinking about it. Like he didn't do anything violent, but put a spotlight on these people because that is the thing that they fear the most is light exposure. Like they're like cockroaches there. You turn on a light, they fucking scatter. Like show them what's up. Let's see. I'm just checking where we are. Let's
where are we?
Sure. Oh, son of a bitch.
What?
I set up the stream, but I have to copy it to Rumble, so we're not live on Rumble right now, which is a bummer. And I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but we are live on YouTube, and I guess that's all that matters.
Blanco 82. What's the skinny? We're just chewing the fat.
Yeah. What's the skinny? We're just chewing the fat. We're going to be talking about patriotic things in the American Revolution. I have a slideshow or what they call a deck.
No, Blanco, you're the best.
All right, that's the best. Yeah, Blanco. Be Blanco.
Be Blanco. Could be Brian.
Could be Brian. So here we go. The
Brian Blanco.
Anatomy of Victory. Anatomy of Victory. How the American Revolution was won. A strategic analysis of dates, events, and players that defeated the world's greatest empire.
Carlito's Way. Heck yeah, dude.
Benny Blanco. All right. I can dig it.
Thank you, Big Ben, for being in here.
All right. Next slide. Yeah, thank you for viewing. Thank you. Which we haven't actually. I'm a little laggy. both on the internet and my brain. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel if you like it. And check out our sponsor, which is great for today, My Patriot Supply. Let me see here, playing around.
Yeah, you never know what could happen, you know.
Where is it?
With the ever-changing ways of our government and how things go.
You can get yourself a little 1 week food supply and a little ammo can, and get yourself some preparedness food equipment. They have all kinds of stuff on there. Use the link that's in the bio of the show or the description of the show and click on that, and I get a little credit for it. It helps the show. And we have Dubby, so if you're having a little rough day, a little slow, need a little pick-me-up, Dubby energy drink, energy powder. Use the promo code CHEWING and get 10% off. And thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We're just trying to
big time
have fun, chat with people.
Well, chatting with friends and also chatting with the folks that tune in.
Laggy, right?
Very
yeah.
laggy.
And that's what I wish we had the Second Amendment up here in Canada, up in the Great White North. Thank you. And yeah, that's the big misconception of today is that the government is in charge. Like the government should be afraid of its people, like not in a good way. Like they should know that they're on the chopping block all the time. Like you get out of here.
Yeah.
And where was I going with this? So the Second Amendment is made. They put those in there specifically. The First Amendment. Oh, we lost David. Oh, he's back. Hit the wrong button.
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, really? It just popped you in and out.
Weird. What is going on?
The First Amendment of the Constitution, or the Bill of Rights, that part of the Bill of Rights, was made freedom of expression because you couldn't criticize the British Empire. You couldn't criticize or publicly do any of that. And it's very similar to a certain country we can't criticize now. And then the second one was so we as the people can defend ourselves against a tyrannical government.
Right.
And at that point in time, it wasn't civilians versus like tanks and stuff like that. But revolution would be a little bit harder now. So we got on the screen the impossible odds of 1775. The British Empire, it's the world's largest, most professional standing army, an unmatched Royal Navy of roughly 150 ships of the line, a massive imperial treasury backed by global colonies, and then the American colonies, untrained, funded local militias, 0 naval warships, critical shortages. Benjamin Franklin noted that the army possessed not 5 rounds of powder a man. So we could say that we were the underdog, for sure. And which, as you watch, one of my favorite movies is The Patriot. But they use that to their advantage, that their arrogance, the ignition of independence. March 1770, the spark, the Boston Massacre. 5 colonists are killed, including Crispus Attucks. The event is widely circulated in engravings by Paul Revere to stoke anti-British sentiment. December 1773, the proclamation or provocation, the Boston Tea Party. Protesting taxation without representation, colonists destroyed 92,000 pounds of East India Company tea, valued at 1.5 to 1.8 million today. It's a lot of fucking tea.
It is a lot of tea.
April 1775, the Flashpoint, Lexington and Concord. General Gage attempts to seize militia supplies. The shot heard round the world initiates open warfare. Bobo Blanco, 82. It would be wild to go back to that time as an observer. Yeah.
100% agree.
If you, Blanco, are just tuning in, checking out the show, go to, I believe on Twitch, I have all the links. Go on the YouTube link, check out the past live streams. We did do a time travel episode where we talked about where we want to go, what we would do, circumstances like one-way tickets, vacation, stuff like that. So check it out. Give it a like if you like it. And then July 1776, the Anchor Declaration of Independence. The conflict elevates from a tax dispute to a national war of liberation, asserting sovereignty and natural rights. And that's the thing that the Declaration of Independence did and the Constitution does. And I think that's another thing we forgot is our rights don't come from the government. They come from the Creator.
Yep.
That they don't give us. We have these rights, born with these rights. And we need to remember that the government doesn't give us the rights. We have them. They are ours. But let's go to the next slide. Dave, can you see it okay? No, well, you're on your phone.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm here for it. What up?
The Northern Crucible at Saratoga. The British Plan, 1777. Sever New England from the rest of the colonies by converging forces along the Hudson River. All right. What did Blanco? The government's prime purpose is to maintain public safety. But it doesn't do that. They can't do that. What's their point? Pick up the garbage, water infrastructure, stuff like that, which a lot of people can do on their own. So the British plan was to cut off forces, the colonies converging on the Hudson River. The failure, lack of coordination, left Burgoyne isolated. Generals Gates and Arnold trapped his forces, forcing the surrender of over 6,000 British regulars on October 17th, 1777. The covert engine. Up to 90% of American arms used at Saratoga were secretly supplied by France through a fictitious company, Roderick and Cortez and Company. I can't read today. The global outcome. The sheer scale of the victory proved American viability to Europe, leading directly to the French alliance in early 1778. Ooh, the dossier. Isn't that how you say that, dossier? Who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever. The Corps Command. George Washington. We all know him, right? Commander-in-Chief. Strategic patience. The directive. Washington realized that victory did not require destroying the British Army. It required keeping the Continental Army intact to outlast British political will. Very interesting. Nathaniel Greene, Southern Commander. Attrition warfare. Taking command of the Southern Theater in 1780, he engaged in a war of posts, dragging the British on exhaustive chases to bleed their supply lines. Clever. Alexander Hamilton, aide de camp, logistical intellect, managed the complex coordination, correspondence, and financial maneuvering required to keep a starving, unfunded army in the field. Is that where we're at? The unsung patriots. Over 5,000 soldiers of African descent fought in integrated units for the American cause. making it the most integrated U.S. military until after World War II. Very interesting. We got Cispra. What is it? That's the guy. The Spark, a sailor of African and Native American descent, widely recognized as the first casualty of the American Revolution, killed leading the citizens' charge at the Boston Massacre in 1770. Salem Poor, the hero of Bunker Hill, purchased his freedom for 27, pounds, I guess. Fought at Saratoga and Valley Forge at Bunker Hill, 1775. His bravery was so exceptional that 14 officers formally petitioned the legislature to reward him for heroism. And James Armistead Lafayette, an enslaved Virginian who became a crucial double agent. Ooh. He infiltrated Benedict Arnold's and Lord Cornwallis's camps, feeding them false data while supplying Lafayette with the exact British troop movements that made the Yorktown Trap possible. Very cool. Like, why isn't there a movie about that guy? That's a movie right there. Boom, done.
100%.
Blockbuster. 100%. A double agent, revolutionary times, Cornwallis, spying.
Give me it. I want it.
It's got everything. It's got everything you need. You'll have a great African American actor play him. You got patriotism. You got espionage. You got spying. And then you got a period piece. Boom, done. Hollywood, what are you doing?
Repeating.
Yeah, there's any three of these dudes. Like that's what should Trump and all his panache, all what he's doing. He could have funded a film that just a straight up American Revolution film. That's boom. It's got all these people in it. Like,
well, speaking of films coming out this week in the production company Angel is Young Washington, about George Washington before he was president, as he was in war and engaging and trying to be a soldier before actually starting the Continental Army. The French military denied him, and he would always try to go back and try to join the military. So that's coming out this week for July 4th by the production company Angel.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good I think I was thinking about subscribing to their service. They look like they got a lot of good shows there. Good shows. They have
They do.
They have the guy, what's his name? He's a bad guy in all of his stuff. And
I can't think of his name either. I'm bad at
that. Neil McDonald or something like that, or McDonald, something like that.
You're gonna say it, but when you pull up his face, I'm like, yep, that guy. I don't know his name. I'm never that guy.
Right. All right, we're back here. Ooh.
HBO show the volume of history behind this. Benny Blanco says.
Malcolm McDowell. No, that's the guy from Clockwork Orange. His name. He's a Christian. What film he's really in? He's a Christian, and he won't kiss anybody but his wife. Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons he always plays a bad guy, because usually the bad guy doesn't have a love interest or anything like that where he'd have any kind of romantic scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's in this. I'm going to pull it up here.
Pull it up. Neil McDonough?
No, I don't think that's it. Yeah, Neil. Yeah, that's him. Neil McDowell. Yes. Yeah, that's him. Blanco. Blanco.
Benny Blanco
Yeah.
got.
But he's got a movie. I think it's called what is it called? The Stand, the on Angel, where I think he plays the devil.
Yeah, I just first month with it. I canceled another service and subscribed to that. A lot of cool things on there. I like some of the features too. You can vote on, like the community can vote on, like they'll play like a snippet of like a short of like something that's in production that they didn't drop yet, and like the community votes on it, and then based off the votes, if you like it, they drop it. If you don't, they might not bring it out. It's pretty cool.
That is cool. All right, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Don't forget to like, comment, like Benny Blanco, share, subscribe to the channel. Check out Chewing the Fat Shop. We got a lot of merch on there too. You guys can get some stickers, some shirts, some tumblers, coffee mugs. And just in time for the summer too, we just dropped tank tops as well. So Chewing the Fat merch. Check that out.
The link is in the description of the show.
A lot of cool things on there.
I did put. It's probably too late now, because I did put there's 4th of July tank tops in there.
Yeah, I saw that. I just said just in time for the summer tank tops. So same thing.
There is a couple more tank tops. Yeah. Because we were gonna have the show last week when I was in West Virginia, but the internet wasn't strong enough to do it. I had to turn off. I had the TV going online over there, so I turned that off. Tried to cut down. I'm wired, but it's still, it still slows down.
Sure.
But they get the merch. It's just an interesting thing. The Angel Studio, I like it. There's the one I keep seeing reoccurring. It's like they made the Office, but for the Bible, like stories in the Bible, but it's like the Office. Like, I was like, that's pretty good. Like, so
yeah, they got a bunch of.
I think maybe I'll check it out. I'll do like a free trial or something.
Yeah, it's worth
it's good. And it's you get something a little bit different and maybe a little more wholesome. Some of the shows look. I don't know. I've only seen what has been advertised, but it's something different. It's
exactly.
It's not. Hopefully, you're not as conditioned, or they're not trying to program you like the other places. All right. What's funny?
You're right. They're not. I don't think they're trying to condition
anybody. I hate it.
That's all I was laughing at.
Who isn't trying to?
The other studios, like Angel. Angel's not the one.
Demographic. We have. Angels. Yeah, Angels. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. I think I'm actually with SoFi. I think I actually have a little bit of their stock because I started trying to invest and stuff like that.
Nice.
I have to do something with this computer, with this internet. Something. It's very laggy. The Battlefield Heroines. Women operated as essential camp followers, maintaining Army's logistics. Under fire, they stepped into combat. Mary Ludwig Hayes, Holly Pitcher, brought water to troops and manned an artillery piece at Monmouth. What? I'm pronouncing it weird. Margaret Corbin took over a cannon at Fort Washington, suffering permanent wounds, and became the first woman to receive a military pension. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
The fracture of the, I'm not going to say it, the blank Haudenosaunee Confederacy the Six Nations were forced to choose sides, sparking a civil war. So there was a civil war within the Native American community during the American Revolution, which there's a movie in itself right there. The British Alliance, Mohawk allied with the Crown to the Patriot Alliance. I'm not going to, Oneida and Tuscarora. That's not bad, huh? Nations fought alongside the Americans, taking heavy casualties at the Battle of Oriskany to stop the British advance. Another great movie. There we go. The Southern Crisis. Great movie. Is the Civil War with those Indian tribes. Boom.
I agree.
Done. Movie. There's 2, Hollywood. You listening? That's 2 great movies I just gave you.
Boom. Done. Pay me.
Big Brother, you listening? 2. Pay me. The Southern Crisis. The British Pivot. 1780. Stalemated
Pivot.
in the North. The British Pivot. Moustache. I think it was a requirement of the Continental Army to have a mustache to be in the army. It was a thing. You had to either have mutton chops or a mustache or both.
That'd be cool if that wasn't there. What was up with the wigs, though?
That would be cool. I don't know. I think it was
the dressing. That was like costume or
I'm very sure. It was like a aristocrat from. It was like the European aristocrats that came here, and it was like just a thing that
the carryover.
Yeah, it was the culture, which that Laura actually came up with this episode, and we're gonna have it pretty soon coming up.
Did you have it on the list?
It's on the list. It's in the document. The society through the eras, like you have like every a couple hundred years, it completely changes everything from the clothing, the architecture, the style. So we're going to talk about that in one of our episodes, which will be a lot of fun.
That's a good episode. I like it.
Yeah, Laura came up with that one, so she'll have to be on it. If she's watching, she'll have to be on it. Mark your calendar.
We can't afford that. We're going to have to try to figure it out.
I mean, yeah, we'll have to.
We'll Venmo her or something.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out Cash App. The British Pivot. 1780. Still, it's just you got to accentuate the wrong words. Just like stalemated in the north. In the north, the British implemented a southern strategy
against the poor folk. Greg Hendershot chiming in. Nice.
Oh, how is the sunset, Gregory? Make sure you post it on the Facebook channel or something, where we all could see the beautiful sunset. The strategy rallied loyalist support in Georgia and the Carolinas. The fall of Charleston in May of 1780, the British captured Charleston, South Carolina. General Benjamin Lincoln surrenders the largest contingent of the Continental Army of the entire war, which actually that's like the beginning of the movie Patriot, or like when he gets into the fight, and then the aftermath with the formal Continental Army decimated. That's didn't Trump use that in some of his truth socials? He's like, we have decimated the Iranian. We defecated on them. We decimated them. There's no more. The strait is open. It's huge. It's open. We decimated them. They have no navy. And then next in the news, you're like, Iranian Navy sinks a ship. Like, where'd they come from? Where'd they get it?
Yeah.
Maybe all their ships are made out of Legos and they just rebuild them. You know? I mean, yeah.
There's bumper
Decimated.
cars, you know, bumper cars. Why not bumper ships?
Yeah. They're just over there 3D printing stuff.
Why
There goes.
why create a world where we have to like destroy each other? Why not have a little bit of fun back into it, you know? Why insurance companies? We just have bumper cars, you know, bumper ships.
Right? Yeah, bumper boats.
Yeah,
Just
bumper
a bunch
boats.
of
Dang it.
bumper
That's
boats.
perfect.
Yeah, they're just over there playing bumper boats in the Strait of Hormuz.
See, I'm trying to act
Allegedly.
all I'm trying to act all cool with this mustache, but you got a better one.
No, that's a good handlebar mustache, my friend. That's a
Meh,
good mustache.
meh.
It's good. Two people watching. His mustache. Rate it. Put it in the comments. What do you
Your
think?
stash, his stash. Rate it and put it in the comments.
Rate our
He's had it-
mustaches. What is it?
He's had it
I've
longer.
had it for 2018 was when I first grew the mustache, and I shaved it twice since then.
Yeah, you look
The
weird.
aftermath. Yeah, with it shaved.
Yeah.
Here's a tip to our listeners. If you ever want to look weird to yourself, grow any kind of facial hair. Usually like a beard or a mustache. Sideburns, I don't think, or mutton chops aren't as bad. But then grow it and keep it for, say, a year, and then shave it off. And you will look completely weird to yourself.
For sure.
Like with the mustache, your upper lips look humongous for like a week and a half. Like, like, wow, was it really this big all the time?
I know we're
questioning things.
I know we're live right now, but can I ask you a personal question?
You may.
Does this mustache look like my third eyebrow?
It does a little bit. It's like almost the same shape. That is fantastic.
Dang it!
You have three mustaches.
You have three mustaches.
Just these are called eye mustaches.
Oh, eye stashes. Oh my
eye
goodness.
stashes. Yeah, look at that. There it is. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Now that you mention it, it's the same curve. I bet you.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that when I was like staring at myself.
Yeah, that's great. That is good. That is good.
Yeah, 3 stash Dave here.
3 staff. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. We're coming to more slides at the end here. Where this triggers a vicious brother against brother, and sets the stage for a radical shift towards unconventional warfare. Very nice. I get tactical diagnostic, asymmetrical warfare, which is, we know that European warfare, they just stacked up and marched out and shot and killed everybody. Dense, linear. It's almost like they took from the Spartans and just upgraded the military equipment. They're just in their ranks, relied heavily, slow supply trains, and formal road networks. Victory required capturing cities and fighting set-piece battles. The partisan guerrilla warfare, the Americans. Leaders, Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, Thomas Sumter, the Gamecock, Andrew Pickens. Why didn't he get a name? Andrew Pickens.
Uh-huh.
The Sparrow. Structure mounted highly mobile militias attacking by surprise and instantly dispersing into the wilderness. Innovations used psychological warfare like Quaker guns, painted logs, and built Maham towers, wooden sniper platforms. Impact bled British forces through attrition, slowing Wallace's advance. Very nice. I've heard of the Swamp Fox before. Primary engine, French intervention. Turning the tide. Following Saratoga, France signed treaties of alliance and commerce in February 1778, shifting the conflict from a colonial rebellion to a global war. The Marquise de Lafayette provided immense tactical skill, secured French funding, and served as a vital diplomatic bridge between Washington and European courts. Comte Rochambeau landed 5,500 highly disciplined French regular troops in America, providing the conventional military weight Washington lacked. Admiral de Grasse, which is actually, there was a show on Nickelodeon called Degrassi, which was about Admiral Degrassi.
Never heard of it.
That's not what that show was about. It was like high school kids or something like that, having their, teenage angst. Commanded the French naval fleet in the West Indies. His willingness to bring his massive fleet to North America coast would dictate the final outcome of the war. The second front, Spain and the Netherlands, which you never learn about this in school. I didn't know about any kind of that Spain was involved or the Netherlands. Spain joined 1779. The governor of Spanish Louisiana waged a brilliant campaign along the Gulf Coast.
Well, yeah, they're the ones. They're the ones that kind of ushered in the way of us to take over the Louisiana Purchase to get the bottom half.
Oh,
so that kind of actually helped
sense.
us down there because we couldn't. Swamp warfare was huge. It was like trench warfare later on in World War I, where we had no advantage. We were at a disadvantage until it came along that we could finally figure it out, like what we should be doing. So kind of the same thing here. We partnered up with some of their expeditions because you shared that picture of like how big their flags are. So they have those are warships. Those aren't just ships. Those were warships that they crafted, and very beautiful as well. So I do know that part of this little part here. They kind of helped usher into that.
Yeah, well, look at you, Dave. Look at you.
Well, that should be on your thing. That's probably like the next thing we're talking about is the Louisiana Purchase.
A massive 2-month siege. That's the fall of Pensacola. I don't know if the Louisiana Purchase that's after we were established, I think. But
that was
I'm sure this cooperation opened up for that, like what you were saying. Pensacola, May 1781. A massive 2-month siege resulting in the surrender of 1,500 British troops. This secured the Mississippi River supply line, preventing British forces from reinforcing. What? It must be in some kind of error here. I don't even have it up. Look, I'm losing it.
Yeah.
Whatever this is, it messed up. Reinforcing the blank coast and preventing British from reinforcing the East Coast. Now we have the Netherlands, provided massive financial loans to nearly bankrupt Continental Congress, maintained the League of Armed Neutrality, pushing back against British naval blockades and keeping vital supply lines open through the Caribbean.
Supply lines, interesting.
Yeah.
Import export.
Trading company. Ships.
Well, no, I'm just
cargo
saying,
hold.
I was just saying it's kind of similar to the Strait of Hormuz. Kind of interesting that the supply line,
keeping that open.
The chain was being ran well.
Yeah. The reality of a world war. Britain's fatal vulnerability was having no allies. By 1780, they were fighting the Americans, the French, the Spanish, and the Dutch simultaneously. Strategic dilution. British fleets had to be diverted to protect the homeland from a Franco-Spanish invasion armada in 1779. Troops were siphoned off to protect highly lucrative sugar colonies in the Caribbean. Vast resources were tied down defending outposts in Minocora, Gibraltar, and India. The result, British could no longer achieve local superiority in North America.
Success.
The Convergence, Yorktown, October 1781. Washington and Rochambeau's March, 17,600 combined American and French troops secretly rush south from New York, sealing the land escape routes or routes, however you do pronounce it.
Ruit.
Southern attrition. General Greene's grueling southern campaign forces a battered Lord Cornwallis to retreat to Yorktown coast to await naval rescue. Armistead's intel, James Armistead Lafayette espionage, ensures Cornwallis stays put, believing he is safe. The French naval blockade. Admiral de Grasse defeats the British rescue fleet at the Battle of the Virginia Capes, sealing the sea route. Victory. Completely surrounded. Victory. Cornwallis surrenders his 8,000-man army on October 19th, 1781, effectively ending the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, that was a pivotal plan that they put together because they had him pinned. He didn't know that area. And a lot of militiamen, they had to, again, just like in the Patriot, how they got a lot of local army and militia to come out and help. That was a very pivotal battle right there. If you actually do more research on that, it's actually very interesting. And that alone could be a Patriot Part 2 almost.
Yeah. You just have a whole episode on that. But, I mean, just think of the coordination that would take at that time to have, and the time delay. Like you send it was all,
Letters.
Pony Express, you could say. It's all letters. So it took time to get back, time to organize, time to move, and to have it all come together in one place at one time is outstanding. And you're talking to people in the ocean too, coordinating from across.
There's that
is wild.
8,000 man surrender. That's back then. That's got to be one of the it's got to be huge.
Huge. We had 8,000 surrender at the Hormuz. It was huge. That whole situation is a debacle. This is a little sidebar. With everything going on with this, what we saw, all these things coordinated, and they didn't have it instantly. Like they had to wait and coordinate all that stuff. Nowadays, we have cameras everywhere. Everywhere. We're looking at a camera now, a camera on our phone, camera on our house,
cameras on microwaves.
Cameras on microwaves, refrigerators, telephone poles everywhere.
Yep, light bulbs.
With all that, they have lost a draft in Texas. Did you hear about this?
No.
There was a drive-through, I believe. I didn't pull up an article because it's off the spot. I believe there's a drive-through safari in Texas with African animals. And a giraffe escaped its enclosure, and they can't find it. It's a giraffe.
When was this?
Recently.
Was it a baby giraffe? How do you not find it?
I don't think so. And then they're like, "Oh, I hope it's okay." Right? With all these cameras and all these people and all this stuff, you lose a draft.
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad stuff right there. You lose a giraffe.
Right?
I wonder who got fired over that one.
Right. They're about to. let's see. Let's do. All right. I'm pulling it. I'm pulling up the Google here. If it's there, there we go. Loading. Let's do this one here. Oh, wait, this one has been found.
You
So,
lied.
Gracie, the giraffe, has been found after spending nearly 2 weeks on the run in the Texas Hill Country. Her disappearance had quickly become one of the most unusual stories that Texas couldn't help but joke about online. As the search continues, humorous posts imagining where Gracie might show up spread across social media. By the time she was safely recovered, the missing giraffe was the source of memes and jokes across the state. So
Wow.
2 weeks. They couldn't find her for 2 weeks, which I said she's fine. You know, it's Texas. She has genetics for the African Sahara
Right.
and lions and hyenas. There's mountain lions and coyotes, which both are two, more solitary hunters. Like, she's fine. She's
Right.
used, her heritage is the African, desert. She can handle Texas, I think. But it took 2 weeks. I didn't know she was found. Took 2 weeks,
Interesting.
right?
They called her
Very
little
interesting.
Gracie, even though she was big.
She was 1,200 pounds.
Yeah,
Little Gracie.
They called her Little Gracie, even though she was big.
Maybe she's like Little John from Robin Hood.
Maybe.
The diplomatic triumph, the Treaty of Paris, signed 19. Forced Great Britain to recognize the sovereignty of the United States. The negotiators, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, and John Jay. The strategic play, defying Congress's instructions to negotiate only through France, the American diplomats secretly engaged the British directly. This leveraged British fears of a strong Franco-American alliance to secure incredibly favorable terms. The spoils. The United States gained massive Western land concessions exceeding to the Mississippi River, doubling the size of the new nation. Which, the Ohio River to down the Mississippi. So we gained, what is that? That's Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and Louisiana. And that. Oh, and Florida down there. Maybe we didn't get Florida yet. I don't know the timeline of those things. The legacy of the new republic, 1873. The global catalyst, the first successful colonial revolt in modern history. The ideals of the Declaration ignited the age of revolutions, directly inspiring the French Revolution, the Haitian Revolution, and a Latin American liberation movement. Trendsetters. That's what we were. We need to be trendsetters again in good things, in virtuous things, honorable things.
For sure.
A form of government, a new form of government, the rejection of monarchy in favor of a republic. Let me repeat that. The rejection of monarchy in favor of a republic. A republic. So when they say, oh, our democracy is at risk, our democracy, it's a republic. Culminating in the U.S. Constitution, 1787, proved the self-governance by the people was possible. It is possible. We just have to make sure that we, as the people, do something to make sure that it stays in our hands, which I think through decades it's sort of slipped out. And I think that's it. We've established it slipped out, and now we're doing something about it. And I just really hope it's not too late. That that it can be undone, but it's going to be a lot of work, and we can't pussyfoot around.
No, I mean, you got to stand up at some point. You got to fight back. You can't just lay over and take whatever they're giving you because you don't feel like there's any other way. I don't think we're a helpless republic. I don't think that at all. I think we've all.
I think we're a waking up republic. We're starting
more than ever. I think more than ever, there's more people joining that like eye-opening side to this. I think more people are realizing the lies that have been told, the conspiracies that are not conspiracies that actually come true. And I think they're realizing now it's like, whoa, okay, not that I was wrong. It's just I didn't know that they didn't care about me.
Right?
That's the thought. The thought there is they think they're cared for by this. I don't know how to even say it. This government, but they feel important.
Yeah, and they're holding on to it. I just saw a quote. It was on Facebook. It was Abraham Lincoln that says, "If you want to know a person's true character, give them power." I was like, that's pretty good. I think there's more to like. If you really want to tell a person's character, don't give them adversity, give them power. I think that was like the quote, because I was like, that's pretty good. And I'm gonna nerd out. This is for all the nerds, the two nerds that are watching. In Lord of the Rings, Gandalf says something, and I think we're at that part as the American people, is that the Ents in Lord of the Rings remembered they had strength, and I think we're starting to remember that we have strength. That the United States stands for something, and it is. And I've watched a couple Sean Ryan podcasts with Ben Olsen, and I think it's Ryan. What's his last name? I can't remember his last name. They two people that snuck up on Epstein Island. They talk about it, that they still believe in the dream and the idea of what America could be if given if the right things happen, like taking corporations out of the politics. Like I said, that's all you have to do is drastically change the political landscape in favor of constituents, is make corporate lobbying illegal. Everybody says term limits. If they're not getting extra money, they won't stay in.
That's true too.
They won't. You're getting your, whatever. What is it? 100? Isn't it 174,000? Is it something like that?
Yeah, it's up there.
Whatever you're just be getting your salary. You won't be getting any vacations or whatever it is. And I don't know how this is another good episode topic. Like, how did lobbying become legal? Like, it's pretty much, the way I understand it, it's legally bribing politicians. Maybe I'm broad stroking, maybe it's more complex, but corporations and organizations donate, I guess, because it's like a mobster bribe. Like, they donate to your campaign.
Well, I mean,
and they say, you know what, I don't want anything. I'll do this for you, but there'll be a time.
It was the proven way that whatever party or political leader that was running had, like, basically the vote before they voted. They had so many people on their side by how much they've campaigned and funded towards their campaign. If you feel like you're with us, any donation of any amount helps get that way of life back into your lifestyle. You know, and that was like the founding core of, like, you know, I guess in a way, you know, preaching, you know, what people want to hear, and then, you know, going the other way over time. You know, it started out, you know, kind of like we're for the people, and then it went the other way at some point.
Yeah, I'm actually looking through. We do this. I'm just playing with a different slideshow I made, or I let. It's just the different pictures for the same stuff. But yeah, it's. I was just looking through that Google, that Notebook LM, everything else I can look at that we can pull up. But it's what's your favorite 4th of July patriotic movie?
Yeah, it's The Patriot.
It's The Patriot.
It is. I mean, it's. I used to watch that with my dad. I went to the theater. I watched that. We would watch that all the time.
I mean, it is a good one.
This holiday.
The Patriot. I'm gonna have to watch it. They any fun plans for the 4th of July?
I work half a day, and then maybe heading over, hanging out with Nick.
Nice.
Out in Medina. I don't know, doing whatever they have going on. I think, yeah, that's it. I don't really have anything kind of going on.
No,
What
man.
about you?
Laura and I are meeting up with our friend at a church barbecue.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I remember you guys talking about that when you were up here.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. And then
that's the 3rd, though, not the 4th.
Is it?
I remember you talking about it. You said it was the 3rd.
All right, I'll have to we'll have to double check with Laura. Maybe it is. Good memory, Dave. Good memory.
I remember.
There you go. The American Revolution, you know, it's just, that is the ultimate underdog story. We were, you know, they were just a ragtag group of dudes. And this episode made me think, and I'm sure you've seen it online, is like, listen, if we were charged as much tax now as we were in the American Revolution, we would have, you know, if the founding fathers were here today, they would have started a revolution already, be how much we're being taxed.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the next week's episode, is about taxes. Like taxation is theft. Like I was up talking to my dad in West Virginia, and they want to introduce like a toy tax. So if you have a trailer taxed every year, ATV taxed every year, boat, whatever you have, like tractor, like even work equipment, like if you have like an equipment trailer tax.
Yeah.
And then like they started doing other stuff like property tax. He's got a barn on his property, and it's falling apart, but they would assess it as if it was a new barn at that square footage. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
You're right.
Get off my land.
There you go.
You know, like I think, and I'll say it again next week. I think property tax is the biggest scam of all, because this is my rationale, is you have federal tax, pays for the federal highways, federal army, security at the border, all that stuff, the federal infrastructure. You have state taxes, state highways, the state parks, all that stuff. Then you have local tax. That's your city tax. It's your garbage pickup, tripping, lines, trimming trees, making all that stuff, making it safe, the police department, stuff like that. But property tax is the only tax that you pay that you have to maintain it. You have to take care of it. Like, I think if I'm paying property tax in a city, on top of the city tax that I pay, I should get lawn care. They should cut my grass every week. I'm paying a tax because everything else that's the way I look at it. For the other taxes, I'm paying for a service. I'm paying for goods or services.
Right.
Property tax, what am I paying for? The city tax pays for the city water, the city electric. What's the property tax pay for? Just to live there? Fuck off.
To live in their city?
Yeah.
To go to their schools?
That's like another thing.
To play in their parks?
Yeah. An HOA, that's a scam too.
Oh yeah.
Like I painted Greg without the gory. He had like a little event, and I was happy to do it. It was actually fun to do it because I haven't painted anything in a while. It was good to actually do something. And I said, if that's the case, they have to paint it or you're going to get fined. No, I pay fees every month to you, the HOA. Get one of your fucking boys over here, and paint it. I'm paying you every month or every year. I'm paying those fees for the and that's another one. So on top of property tax, you have HOA fees. So you're paying the city or the state to live where you live, and then you pay another person to live where you live.
Right.
Get bent.
Agreed.
Both times. Like, and I know DeSantis was talking about getting rid of it here, but who knows where that is.
Well, I mean, for as large as Florida,
I don't own, so
for as large as Florida is, their economy versus New York is incredible, and the things that DeSantis has done has been kind of remarkable if you actually look at it.
Yeah, I know that he made.
They're under his budget is like incredible. I think you guys have a rainy day fund that's completely full. I think it's up to $10 million. I think.
Wow. They could use some of that rainy day money to, pay people a better wage for what they do. Pup. Or put, that's these companies, these organizations, these governments don't want to pay, and it's a livable wage. Like you, and I don't mean, like the liberals mean a livable wage. I mean, like if the inflation is up 12%, the pay has to go with it. Like that. It just has. It's
well,
balanced.
they do the thing. If you take the same thing you do with the price per barrel, when that goes up and the price at the gas station goes up, why can't we do it the other way? You can see it in your eyes that way when the money's going into your pocket. Price per barrel is up to $100. That means it's going to go up there. That means we're making more money because they're going to spend more. How don't you see it the other way? I know they're not that stupid, but that's what it comes down to. Yeah,
because they don't want us. They don't want us personally independent. They want us because then you get this inflation gap between, wages and cost keeps getting wider and wider and wider, and then eventually they'll get you on the dole. And this is all alleged. Let's put that up there. It's speculatory. It's how we feel. It's opinions. But you do that. You spread this costs and wages wider and wider, and then you get it on the government dole, and then it all call me crazy, which I saw it. Thank you. Pattern recognition specialist instead of conspiracy theorist, a pattern recognition specialist. That you set this up, you widen the gap, you get them on the dole, and then you get them on the universal base income, but that's attached to a digital ID, and that's attached to where you go, what you spend it, where you can and can't go, a social credit score, which I do have. I'm talking about future episodes. I want to do a whole episode on what is a social credit score, and then you have that, and that's the rumor going around in the pattern recognition channels is
How much money do you think they're going to make off of that? You know, the next
tons.
tax scam, which would be digital ID, and you know
That's what
not
the data centers are for. Not to so you have better AI so you can ask it dumb fucking questions. It's there for.
That's not a fundamental human right. Is this digital ID? So I have the right to kind of. Oh, look who it is!
Gregory.
All right. This is the simple setup. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in
Okay,
loud
good.
and clear.
Yep. I hear you guys just fine also as well.
It's not a fundamental right, the digital ID. We have the right to deny it just as much as we have the right to force it on it. So
Yeah.
I think that's where that next one comes in.
Ooh, what is that?
Looks like Squirt, if I had to guess.
Squirt.
And it's the mini can.
Oh, little guy. Remember what was it, Matt Woods? I've done it. Who took my squirt? Just he would make fun of what was the art teacher?
Oh, Geschke?
Who took what?
Geschke?
No, Geschke was an English teacher. Was it Philippi? Maybe, or it was an older person. I can't. Who took my squirt?
I don't remember.
Yeah, and I said he sounds like Kermit. Kermit the Frog here.
Who took my squirt?
You guys quit messing with my things, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember he would mess with him and steal his squirt, and move it around. And that's
Filippiak.
Filippiak, yeah.
That's who it is. I don't know how I just thought of that.
Filippiak, yes. Man,
That's what he would drink.
Yeah, I think that was the teacher that he would mess with, and he sort of sounded like Kermit. Yeah, who took my squirt?
Who took my squirt?
Squirt. Who took my lemony lime drink? All right, Gregory, were you listening?
Thirst quencher. Yeah, most of it.
Yeah. Most of it.
Oh, so favorite 4th of July movies, Independence Day.
Ooh.
Try to put that on it every year. And then Born on the 4th of July is really good. That's Tom Cruise, like
ooh, I don't know if
one
I've
of
seen
his
that
early dramatic roles where he you're like, whoa, that's Tom Cruise. He can act. He can actually act, you know. And then I saw
Is Keanu playing Miley Cyrus behind you?
No, he's playing. What are you playing, Keanu? What song is that? Party in the USA. It is.
Miley Cyrus.
You guessed it.
That's funny. But it's a Weird Al version, which is
How did you guess?
Party in the CIA.
I just heard the strumming. I was like,
huh? It's the same song.
Sing the song.
Same song musically.
Yeah. Party. But he's playing the Weird Al version. It's the same song. It is the same. But
it's the same chords.
We just listened to that today, both of us, for the first time. It's hilarious.
You never heard
Party
that?
in the CIA. No.
Party in the CIA.
When that album dropped, I listened to that album. It's a good album. He's got a lot of good covers out there.
I'll have to watch it. I'll have to listen. That's good. Oh man, that's good. What's new, Greg? How are you?
Good. Just chillaxing out here, and we just saw the sunset. Here, I'll
Very nice. Was it majestic? I described it to the audience that it might be majestic.
It was very majestic. Here, let me show up there. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
This
Like,
camera
well-
doesn't do it justice.
Lake's a little choppy.
There's a boat. You see the boat?
Yeah,
It just happened to be a boat.
it's one of those bumper boats.
It's a bumper boat.
Bumper boat.
I should send
Bumper
this to
boat,
you so
bumper
you can
cars.
Put it up. Or wait.
Send that to Fox News, dude.
Did you hear our two? I gave Hollywood 2 great movies to make.
I heard you say that. I didn't hear what the movies were.
Oh, the one was the Lafayette, the espionage, the spy. That would be just there's this movie right there. Boom. And then what else did I say? The other one, the unsung guys, the whole Swamp Fox, all those you can make a movie on that. Or like but the espionage is the best because you have espionage, you have a period piece, you have African American action. It's there. All the pieces for a great film are there.
Yeah.
Pieces to that puzzle for sure.
Let me share.
But
And then the other one was the when they took over Florida.
took over Florida, yeah.
The fall of Cornwallis. That was the fall of Cornwallis, which was in Patriot. So it would be the Patriot Part
Oh.
2.
Part 2. That
Here.
that
Pull up my screen.
Or Part 2.
ooh, look at that.
Ooh,
That is very nice.
That's the picture.
Very
You'll
nice,
see,
sir.
doing it like this, showing you doesn't do it justice. That's the same picture I just showed you.
Wow.
I know. That looks good. Very nice.
Right?
Very
That was-
nice.
I took a bunch of them, but I'll share
Hazy
that.
sky. I like it.
I'll, what's that, hazy? Yeah. I'll share
That
the
looks
most, what'd you say, majestic one with you.
Yes, majestic.
The most
Hey,
majestic.
that was good. That was good. What
It was very good.
what else
Very,
was
very
new?
good.
It sucks
Yeah,
that I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I work on the 4th, and they
you
called
get
me.
holiday pay?
Yeah, I get double
Yeah,
time.
that's good at least. That's good.
I think the way I figure it out is I get double time plus holiday. I get double time for all the hours I work. If it's a scheduled day, if it's a routed day, like your day, whatever, then you get double time hours work plus you get
Yeah.
holiday pay,
Nice.
which is, I think, 10 hours or maybe 8 hours. I'm not sure yet. I didn't pay that much close attention last time I worked, except for I got double time the entire time. So it's pretty awesome.
Very
is
nice.
pretty-
And that doesn't matter if like I had Monday off. It doesn't matter. I still get double time on the holiday.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is
They
good.
got pretty good rules.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
What
Uh,
else?
What other patriotic movies are there? Gregor, you know,
Oh,
Independence Day, Patriot.
there. Hold on. I'll go to this list because there are actually some good ones that you wouldn't think of. Here, let's go back to the
AI viewers, streamboo.com. No, I prefer real viewers. Thank you so much.
So the first
thank you
one
for
they
the comment.
mentioned is Top Gun Maverick.
I did see that. That was very good.
And I
Laura
don't-
saw that in the theater with her dad. That's just a
Steph
little
and I saw it in the
useless
theater.
stuff. Boom.
We waited. We couldn't wait. You know, they held it for like a year because of COVID.
Oh, that's right.
It was supposed to come out. Independence Day. You have. It says Hamilton
No, never
on
mind.
Disney. Forrest Gump.
Ooh,
like
Forrest Gump. That's a good one too.
American movie. Jaws.
You know what? Jaws. Yeah, because it
takes
takes place
place
in the
that
forest.
weekend.
I gotta watch Jaws.
Uh,
One called Harriet.
There was
Live Free or Die Hard.
is that during the 4th of July
Yeah, I think
or
so.
the patriotic?
It's Top Gun, the first one. Oh, National Treasure.
National Treasures.
Yeah.
That's a good.
I
What is
just
there, 2 of them?
rewatched it. There's 2. Yeah.
2 or 3.
And Book of Secrets.
3, I think.
Book of
Is there a
Secrets.
Yeah, I think there's.
That's good.
Captain America: The First Avenger. To Kill a Mockingbird.
What about what's the one with the puppets?
Oh,
Nothing movie.
yeah,
Team America.
Team America.
Tropic Thunder would be a good one too.
Tropic Thunder is good.
It's a great
Never go.
movie.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's what made you saying Forrest Gump made me think of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Rocky.
Rocky is doing.
Lincoln.
Ooh, I only seen that once. I gotta watch that again.
All the President's Men.
Maybe me and you go out get a bite to eat. I don't know.
Hey.
Devotion.
Devotion.
That's with Glenn Powell.
You know what we A Few Good Men is probably another good one.
A League of Their Own. Oh yeah, A Few Good Men.
What is what is the one You Can't Handle the Truth?
Yeah, it's A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
Is it really?
Yes.
I thought it was something else.
And
you would.
What is it? With Honors is pretty good. That's Joe Pesci in
yeah,
college.
we saw that one.
Well,
no, we watched
Medal
that
of
one.
Honor.
Look, Medal of Honor is good too.
Where he loses his legs.
We
The American President.
You know what Laura and I did today? We went to the library and rented out DVDs from the library. It's the last video store you can go to.
Which
and
one?
We got actually. What?
Where? What was the name?
The public library.
Oh, okay.
They have DVDs that you can loan out. So we went and looked through.
Oh,
we kind of rushed through because I had to get ready for the show. But we're gonna go back. We rented like four movies. We rented the Town, which I've never seen. She's never seen. She's never seen Rocky Balboa. I was like, yeah, he makes a comeback. He's like it's like a celebrity fight, and he ends up, And she said, okay, we'll get it. What else did we rent? You don't know. I see the cover. The Town. You Should Have Left with Kevin Bacon, like a spooky house. I've seen that one. Yeah, and then
that was a surprise.
There's one more. I can't remember the last one. But yeah, so we started renting. We're gonna start renting movies from the library.
Yeah.
Borrowing, yeah.
Library.
A library.
No,
library.
Library.
Library. To the library. Baby. But yeah, that's what you can get if you don't know this. You guys don't, Greg, the Kindle, you can rent, you can loan out library books onto your Kindle for free if you have a library card. That's how I get some of the books. Man.
An American Tale.
Oh, yes, that's a classic.
Five-O.
Five-O Goes West. Yeah, American Tale. That's a great
movie. Steven Spielberg presents An American Tale.
Nice.
A lot of people don't remember that. That was him.
So, when is that Disclosure Day movie coming out, Greg? Do you know?
It already came out.
It already came out? Did you see it? Either of you see it? Do you have any interest to see it? Have you heard any?
Interest, yes.
I have interest.
I want to see it.
I've heard some interesting hype that it's like it's going to question your Christianity or something like that. It's like, and I think, and of course, things with the internet you have to take with a grain of salt. But they were saying like Spielberg had said it's going to question your faith or your spirituality or something like that. Like, interesting. I'll wait till it's free or $5.99.
Yeah, it's almost out of the theater because Ridge Park only has it on at 2 times.
2 times, yeah.
Yeah, 12:20 and 6:15. But
all right,
let's start with Supergirl.
Let's start with Gregory. What is your favorite or fondest 4th of July memory?
Probably we took the girls, Fairview Park, and Carmen was probably 4, somewhere around there. And every time the big booms went, she yelled out, "I knew it!"
Not Fairview Park.
That we didn't. We used to go to Fairview.
Fairport Harbor.
Oh, Fairport Harbor.
Ask
was
Steph if she can
definitely
hear
fair.
me. Can she put any more sass on that response?
Hold on. Say it again.
Could you put any more sass on that correction of the location?
Yeah, I
Like
could.
that was a lot. You laid it on thick.
That was on thick.
Fairview Harbor.
Fairport Harbor.
Or, yeah.
So she was probably about
Harbor.
All the
hard sounds you
I
could
didn't
make.
know you could make a B a hard, but it was. Like the hard T.
Yeah.
There's a hard B in there.
Yeah.
You
My
know
goodness.
that was possible. My goodness. So she, every time the you know how they have like M80
the light and then you the concussion.
Yeah, it was always during the concussion. I knew it. She was so excited and happy. I don't know what she knew,
But she knew it.
But she knew it, and she said,
I wish I knew it.
I wish I knew it, but she certainly knew. That day, she knew it.
Yeah.
That was great. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah, it is good.
Whenever we see fireworks. And when another fond memory was for me when I was younger, we all went. Pops, you. So you were young, so I was only probably 12 or so that makes you 2. And so somebody had like tossed something like a rock or something, a kid threw it up in the air and let it land wherever, and it hit me in the chest. But I thought that part of the firework had hit me. So it was right after a boom and enough time for it to fall and hit me in the chest. And I was like, a firework just hit me. A firework just hit me. And they're like, no, it couldn't have. And I was like, it's like right here. And I didn't want to touch it because I thought it would be hot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's a rock. It's like a big rock.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny. No, I couldn't have hit you.
No. Yeah. I don't know what you're smoking.
Dave, what is one of your fondest 4th of July stories?
I don't know if I even have like a story. I don't know. I think there was a time that we were over here. Me and you showed up, and we were all like dudded out. You had white pants on. I think. That was
yes.
I think that was that time.
That
was
may
a
have
4th
been.
of July weekend. I'm not 100% sure.
What a mess I was.
But that does sound familiar.
What a mess I was.
Right.
Dave brought up the white pants Q evening, and also, then do you remember the game we would play?
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
Look.
Yeah. What a disaster.
Labor Day.
Probably Labor Day.
Oh, maybe.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Whatever.
Labor Day, 4th of July.
Well, it's in my 4th of July memory bank now.
Yeah.
And I can't leave out getting married. Like, that's a very fond, 4th of July.
You had your turn, dude. You forgot it. It's all right. We're moving on to the show.
I thought we were good. I thought we were chewing the fat. I guess we'll change the name to.
Well, he said Dave.
Only one.
One at a time. Yeah.
Oh, you only get one. We're changing the podcast name to You Only Get One.
You only get one.
We're just listening to whatever Quentin says. So I guess when he says Gregory, I'll talk then.
Yes.
Perfect. We'll perfect. Anything else to add, Dave? Because you were rudely interrupted.
Yeah.
No, I don't know my favorite memory, and I don't. It may be like a blend of a few, but I remember going to Tri-C on the lawn, sitting there, uh, the before the camp chairs. It was I think maybe even Grandma Betty was alive. We have the classic metal frame lawn chairs, and there was if you remember it, it was a blue and like gold plaid blanket with like tassels on it. Not
Yes.
tassels, but like fringe
Yes.
on the around it. That's what I was sitting at and just watching the fireworks and sparklers and just having a good time. Like just classic American childhood.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like it's a lot of, it
Mom
was,
would bring
just a lot of
snacks.
fun. Then as it grew, just going to Tri-C for the fireworks, which I thought they don't, for a couple years, they didn't have them there.
Oh, right. Don't know where they
And,
changed it to.
what time
It
is
seems that when I was leaving, I saw you guys were up chit-chatting before the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Before the start.
Well, Dave
And
was having some technical issues, and we
I
fixed
totally
them.
forgot that Dave was at my house, and I was like, "Where is he? Did he get a new backsplash or something?" Like thinking of him in his room.
Yeah.
And I
Oh
was
man, he
like-
did some remodeling.
And because right now my kitchen is in reverse, everything's on the other
Oh.
side when you're looking at it, so it's backwards. And I think, I left mine mirrored.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Whoa, man, Dave, you need a new backsplash?
Because it was like this right here, like he is right now. All I could see is that a little bit of the. And I was like, "Where is he? I don't remember that." Oh, that's right. He's watching our house. Duh.
How long you at the cottage for? Just overnight?
Tomorrow, we'll leave tomorrow. But Keanu and I are going to go to Cedar Point for a few hours.
Nice. Get some rides in.
Yeah, and Steph's going to hang back and do some work. Some behind the desk stuff.
Nice. Very
not
nice.
behind the chair, but in the chair.
Yeah. Some clerical work.
Admin,
yeah, admin work.
administrative.
Oh man. But yeah, it's gonna be a good 4th. Let me pull that up.
While you're doing that, our host, I guess, the owner of the place, is you've both met her, but I'll just say it for people that don't know her. She's a photographer, and so I had gotten these antique old cameras when I was in my apartment. The guy that lived there was a photographer, and so check out this thing.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here for her. She can have them. This is a Hero Imperial 620 snapshot camera. Like, it's crazy. I think this opens. So.
There's this. I'm gonna show it on my screen here. I don't know this website. It's called Fast Company, but it's the article. One of the articles for the unbearable emptiness of the Great State Fair.
Look at this.
Is that a little picture?
There's a paper in there, like the instructions or something.
Oh wow, that's cool.
How to take good photographs. Indoor flash, outdoor snapshots.
This is the Mirror US. I'm just reading off. They say I think a lot of the low attendance at this 250 anniversary fair is because of weather. Nightmare disruptions for Trump as torrential rain causes chaos at the Great American State Fair.
Dang. Dang.
So, and then it's the heat. There's a heat wave in France right now. They're swimming in the canals and stuff like that.
Dang. And then there's this one.
Ooh, that's cool. That is very
Look,
cool.
This is the
Nice.
viewer. The viewer. You look down this thing.
That's cool. I like old vintage stuff like that.
Yeah. I have no idea.
That's pretty cool.
Wheel. We might be filming this one.
What else? Let's see. I'm gonna look at ground news to see what's going on. Let's just pull it up. We can scroll together here. See if anything catches your eye. Ground news. Trump reports more than 1.4 billion in income from crypto ventures. What is our United States president doing, investing or reporting? What is he doing, making crypto ventures? He should be. That's for 4 years. You should not be involved with any of your private businesses. Nothing. No private equity. You know, like at that point, you're a public servant.
Yeah.
Private sector. You know, like
You have to hold all that jazz until you're done.
I do like for our viewers. I don't have a affiliate or anything like with Ground News. They haven't got. I tried to. They haven't got back to me yet. I like Ground News because, as you see, if you can see, let's lower this here, make it us a little smaller. This lines here, it'll show you how left or right leaning or central a article is. Like this one, Colorado AG Phil Weiser wins Democratic primary for governor over Senator Michael Bennet. All blue, 75% left coverage. So you could see how things are being portrayed.
Right.
So here's top stories. Supreme Court agrees to hear gun rights challenge to assault weapons ban. Well, they should word it. Assault weapons is a made-up term. So Supreme Court strikes down long-standing campaign finance restrictions. Let's read that one. On Tuesday, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that federal limits on party candidate coordinated spending violate the First Amendment, with Justice Brett Kavanaugh striking down the 1974 Federal Elections Campaign Act restrictions. Vice President Vance committees challenged the limits as unconstitutional infringement on free speech, prompting the Supreme Court to overturn its 2001 precedent that had upheld the spending caps. How does that? And I just don't know how that's a violation of your First Amendment rights. Like what they're doing, they're not worried about the First Amendment rights of us, but the First Amendment rights of the corporations or the PACs that donate to the financing. But like, I don't know if you were listening before, Greg. I think if you get corporate lobbying, you're going to drastically change the landscape. And you know that they won't grassroots. The people actually fund, if they want to, fund candidates.
Yeah, you were saying it's legal bribing or like a mob bribe.
That's
bot.
how I look at it. No, don't worry about it. It's a gift. But hey, just remember that vote. Yeah.
Someday.
There you go. And this is another good thing about Ground News. If you guys don't know, our one viewer, thank you for watching. It shows you right here, like, so 58, like all the central sources and more the right leaning sources, left leaning sources. It's pretty good.
I like it.
But Greg, I know you came on late, but what you probably didn't have time to pull out your fun fact.
No, I didn't.
No.
I can do it real quick. It wouldn't take long.
Yeah, pull one up real quick. But can't remember now that fourth movie. We're gonna watch one of the movies. Well, I'm out in the dining room area, the living room TVs over there. So once we're done with the show, Laura and I are gonna watch one of those movies on we have a PS4. That's our DVD player. So it's gonna be a movie night. It just, and Laura, I fully encourage it. I'm full support of what Laura is trying to do. Is like, so we went and got lunch. We're part of a wine club, and it's like $20 a month, but you get, I think, like you get a wine to take home, and then if you dine in, you get a wine, like a free bottle of wine while you're dining in. So it gives us incentive to go out and have a date night. And then I don't know what she found. Oh, the library has movies. Let's go there and pick a movie, which I think she thought it was going to be like a movie store, that they would be front facing so you could see the cases and stuff like that, like an actual video store, but they're just in like books.
Right.
So we have to like comb through and find titles that stick out to us and then pull it out. And, oh, wow. They got a lot of old classic movies too, which is pretty cool.
All right, you want this fun fact?
Yeah.
So let me split these screens real quick.
Shoot it up. Dave, can you hear me?
Okay, so Civil War beginnings. I put fun facts about taxes in America.
Okay.
History and the IRS. Civil War beginnings. The first federal income tax in 1862. Maybe you said this, but
No.
Was income tax in 1862 was enacted as an emergency measure to fund the Union cause. It was a 3% flat tax on incomes over $800. Oh my gosh. You made $800 this year, dude. You owe me 3%.
I think Dave has mentioned in a previous show that it was only supposed to be temporary, and it was only for, maybe he said like in like the 30s or something like that. It was only supposed to be temporary and only for like the wealthy.
And then
I'm going to see what. Go ahead.
The original 1040, when the modern income tax debuted in 1913, the iconic Form 1040 was only 4 pages long, including a single page of instructions. Today's IRS instructions easily span over 100 pages.
Wow. What year was the Civil War income tax?
1862.
18.
Yeah, it says it was enacted as an emergency measure. So I think that's exactly what he was saying. It was only supposed to be short-term emergency measure. Like, hey,
yeah,
Americans, we need your, or Northerners, we need
$800 then in 1862 is equivalent in purchasing power to about 26,378 today.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So we are going to have a show, Greg. I don't know if you were listening. Next week is going to be taxation is theft. So I'm going to talk about all kinds of taxes, and I've been using AI, and I've been asking I like to interrogate the Google AI now. Like, tell me everything you know about so and so, or this or that. So tell me everything
on the night of the 13th.
Yeah. So I said, give me all the taxes, fees that the average American U.S. citizen pays in a year. And it's like, well, that's gave me some bullshit. Like well, that's a great thing. But there's thousands of codes, and it's it's a decentralized system, so I can't give you a list. Forming a list would be impossible. There's a fucking list somewhere. They have them on the books, and this is very speculatory, alleged, supposedly, and Pop said this to me, and I think it's true, is that there is actually no legislation on the books to actually collect taxes or
Yeah. I
charge
heard
you
too.
criminally for not paying taxes.
And that's
Like there's no
for the
enforcement.
IRS.
Yeah, there's no enforcement legislation for it, which I would definitely do hard research before you try anything rash, David. I see it on your face. No. But yeah, so I've tried different questions, like give me all the fees any fees, because I don't know. Again, I don't know if you were listening. Talk about West Virginia wants to have that toy tax. You have
Yeah,
a trailer,
I did
you have
hear that part.
all that stuff.
And maybe
Like,
even
fuck
work.
off. Yeah,
Get off my land.
Yeah.
You said the barn part. They would tax it as a new build, even though
new barn. They would assess it as a new barn and
'cause it's
tax
there.
it accordingly. Yeah,
Yeah, this year, day and time, not what
not
it really
its
is.
current condition, which is fucked up. So yeah, dude, just how they're gouging us, and then I did ask,
Okay,
is
so that
the
real
Go ahead.
quick, the
Yeah.
federal taxes are governed primarily by the Internal Revenue Code (IRC), which is codified. I don't know what that means, as Title 26 of the United States Code. This body of statutory law law is enacted by Congress and gives the Internal Revenue, the IRS, its authority and assesses and collect taxes. To assess and collect taxes. Its authority to assess and collect taxes. So there is
Maybe-
something in the books.
for collecting, but I don't think there's anything for not paying. Like you're technically and lawfully don't have, like there's no book that says you have to pay taxes.
Constitution.
Federal, yeah, on the federal level, there's no constitutional case, like there's no legislation for enforcing not paying your taxes. Something it's
mandates or tax returns income reaches
which
threshold.
I believe we know from the COVID era, mandates are not laws.
Yeah.
Just because it's mandated doesn't mean it's a law.
Doesn't mean there's no penal. You cannot be
Yeah.
penalized. But you can be penalized by the IRS. You can be
Monetarily,
arrested, you can,
but
no, they can do all that stuff. Like that's how they got Al Capone.
but what I'm saying is they got it because we don't know it. They only got us because we don't know our rights. Like that it's not there. Like if you dug and brought it up, of course, but they have a blank check to spend whatever. So we don't have black checks to fight them. But if you would Elon Musk money, you fight it, they would lose, allegedly, because there's no.
But I guess that's not true, because tax evasion, you didn't pay your taxes, and that's how they got Al Capone. So
Yeah,
they went through a court and got found guilty, and
But if he
like,
went,
we can't
and
get
said
you on
if
these
he had
actual crimes.
if you went to an attorney, I think this is if you went to an attorney and asked, show me the law that it is a crime to evade, to not pay taxes, they won't find it. There's no there's for like the Florida security license. There's the administrative, and then there's the penalties. Like I don't think, and I like I said, I have to look more. There's the administrative, how to collect taxes, how to do this in policy, written legislation, voted on by people, etc. There's nothing for the crimes, like nothing that says it is a crime, that it is against the law. There's no laws on the books. There's no, allegedly on the federal, I think on the federal level, which I mean, I believe it. I mean, you just see beat cops that tell people, oh, you're going to jail. You got to do this or you're going to jail. And you don't, like a big one, I believe is the ID. Let me see your ID. Well, I'm not committing a crime. You don't need to see my ID. Am I being detained? Like stuff like that. Like that there's certain things that they get away with just because simply the people don't know.
Yeah.
And that's in the 70s, they took civics out of high school that basically taught you the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, stuff like that. So, and as far as I know, as far as I believe, in my opinion, there can be no law on the land that contradicts the Constitution of the United States. So if it contradicts anything on there, it is a voided law. From what I understand, that is the law of the land. So that's the highest law. But then private businesses, during the COVID era, private businesses can have their own policies, and it's not a breach of your rights. You just don't go to that store or stuff like that.
Well, just like how the first initial tax was used as an emergency, those big companies that you just mentioned wait for something like emergency to mandate something, so that it is they make it look like it's a choice, but it's been mandated.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's the same, literally the same thing. The mandate of a state of emergency. They wait for those times of crisis. Oh, we're losing troops. We need your support. We don't have any ammo to fund the guns, so we need your support. So we have to do this 3% tax.
Yeah, it's the good.
It's the same thing.
For the good of the country.
Okay, so it's against the law to deceive. Like tax evasion is hiding income, keeping double books, or actively deceiving the government to avoid paying required taxes. Tax avoidance is legal, taking advantage of the legitimate tax credits, deductions, and adjustments to lower your tax bill. So in that case, you're still paying.
Yeah.
So it is law. There's laws. It sounds fun to say, no, they're tricking us, but really, they got it. They know what they're doing.
Do they?
That's why they keep collecting, and
they keep collecting.
They can take your license. They can garnish your wages. They can do that all through the courts.
Yeah.
They can put a lien on your house.
Yeah, just for not paying property tax, stuff they could do all kinds of things, and that's they just do all. But it's like that. Okay, there's a rule: if we don't pay our taxes, or we tax evasion, you have double books, all that stuff. Almost, let's just say 80% of Congress probably got double books.
Oh,
and that's alleged. That's just that they have money that they're not claiming, that it's moving around.
In the Caymans.
And they're not paying taxes for. Yeah. Big. I'm sure the elites, all of it. It's just. I'm sure there's laws. I like to believe that I have to do some actual research and look into but that's even Google AI won't give me a list of all the tax codes. Give me all the list. Give me a list. I don't care if it takes 2 days. Give it to me. Like,
Yeah.
but it's like, oh, it's impossible to compile a list of all fees because that's
Well,
what
maybe
we're talking
just
about.
ask for Florida.
Yeah.
Like,
Florida
because
tax code.
you
Yeah,
got
go by
50
state.
states times that amount of number. But just go, let me have the federal tax codes and the specific tax codes for my state, Florida. And maybe then
I'll
it'll
do
be able
that.
to give you something good.
It'll give me something because yeah, we were just talking about. We talked it up with Greg without the gory that you have and Pops, like so you pay your city, state, local, then you pay a tax on your property, then you pay a tax on your vehicle when you pay for it. You pay a tax when you register your car. You have a hunting license, fishing license, boating license, all these things that you have to that are cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Yeah, you keep adding up.
Like
I like what you said. I caught it. You said, if you're paying, like an HOA, then come over and mow the lawn. I'm paying you guys.
yeah,
Like, send the boys.
yeah.
And the other one that you mentioned was good too was, property tax is the only one that you have to maintain.
Yeah.
In the other ways, you pay like city tax so they can maintain the roads, the schools,
Pick up your garbage. Yeah.
pick up the garbage. They have people for that. In property
do, yeah.
tax, you just pay.
I'm
It's just
paying.
money going in, line in the pockets.
Yeah. And I did.
It's supposed to go to schools too, Steph just said. Property taxes.
But there's already a state budget for schools.
But there's already a state budget for schools, Q said.
Why do residents pay to have levies passed, which then increase the property tax?
Yeah. That's a
If
big
you-
scam too.
If you can petition any type of levy to fund any type of resource for a community, whether it be public schools or we need more funding for fire department or any type of that, you could petition any levy for that. Any community can do that.
I wonder what if we can levy, right?
Did you
So
know that
let's just say
Parma City
what-
School District has nothing to do with Parma City?
let's just say like the fire department.
Huh.
There's a state, they get state and local taxes, right? Where I wonder how much, say, for you guys, the city you guys live in, if you added up what that city tax, that revenue every year, I wonder what
Right.
number that is.
Right.
And then I wonder where it's going. You
I
know,
want to
like
see the trail. Yeah.
which there was somebody I
See the
saw,
receipts.
maybe I put it on the Facebook post, is that they're trying to survey. We're private citizens, and they got the flock. They're watching us and what everything we're doing. They're a public servant. It should be the other way around. We should be watching everything they're doing. What are they spending it on? Where is it going? Like there's a
Yeah, they should have to answer for everything.
Yeah, I went to
Hold on, I'll be right back. Go ahead.
when I worked at Winn-Dixie. There was a guy that came in and played the lotto, and he played like the smaller games, and he found that he won like $5,000 one time, but he played these like the pick 3, pick 4, all that stuff, and we were talking about basically chewing the fat like we were, and he's like, you know what, like, he's like, I was looking into the money, the lotto, where where it goes, where all this stuff, and you can't like, because like a portion of the revenue for the lotto is supposed to go to the schools. He can't find it.
The other one.
He can't find it. Like he's like, I've done some research and I can't find where it goes. I'm like, that's a problem. And then, so the Mega Millions is at 511 million. Laura's like, why can't you just give that 500 people $1 million? And that's the lotto. Like, you should. Then now we're going into 1984, where there was a lotto. You put everybody's name per their social security number was in the lotto, and boom, here's the winner this week, or had these are the lotto winners, and that kept them distracted because they kept watching the numbers and the stuff like that.
Sort of like the movie The Island.
With McGregor.
Yeah.
I've seen it only once, and I don't even think I've seen it.
They're clones, and when they need their body parts for their owner,
yeah,
they do a lottery, and you think you won the lottery, you're going to go to the island. You're going to get out of there where you're being protected from the outside elements, and then go to this island. You get freed.
Yeah,
but really they're going to get harvested.
You're getting harvest. Yeah. All right, Dave. We did our fun fact. Dave, do you have any off the wall stories in the dark? I picked. I guess I did.
Saving that rendition for when I'm at my setup. I'm on the phone right now. I don't have any of my stuff. So. I could have brought it. I could have done this or that. No. Saving it.
Same with me.
Saving it. I had some off the wall stories. The draft missing. You didn't know about that. So, and for me, I will do the Bible verse of the day, Luke 6:28 of the New King James Version. Bless those who curse you, and pray for those who spitefully use you. You know that goes along the lines of love thy enemy or love my neighbor as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Gregory, closing remarks.
Get outside and enjoy this world that's here for us. Get outside, go see a sunset. I did that today. It felt really good. It's really nice. There was a bird out there, a blue herring. Heron.
Blue heron.
Yeah, it was cool. Just like some nature. Go see some nature. Whether that's a watershed, a natural park, just
your own backyard.
Yeah, go outside. Yeah, just go outside.
Who cares if there's a heat index?
Yeah, who cares if there's a heat index?
Well,
just be smart about it.
Yeah.
Be careful, be smart, and just enjoy the weather.
Yeah, you go out in the morning, you go out in the evening.
I got to plug back in because now
for sure.
BT, closing remarks.
Yeah, I mean, just if you got time, then you have enough time to go enjoy it. Summer's here, get together with a lost friend or take a crazy adventure. You don't have to go with the group. You can just be spontaneous and do something yourself that you haven't done in a while. And always maintain safety. And, of course, I just, trust in yourself, and enjoy the holiday here coming up. Be safe as much as you can and enjoy it with however you choose to enjoy it.
Thank you, Dave. The 4th of July is pretty much the kickoff of summer, like Dave said, or Dave alluded to. So yeah, it's a kickoff of summer. Connect with some friends, and I want to add, try to conduct yourself as the American that you would want America to be. Like classic, I guess it's more of a, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the version of an American that you want to see in the world. Because I would love to see the United States get back to that sleeping giant where saying you're an American opens doors instead of closing them. And there was a post I saw on Facebook, which is if you want to hate, of course, grain of salt. It said a German soccer fan said, if you want to hate America, watch the news. If you want to love America, The United States. I don't like. I don't like saying America. The United States. If you want to love the United States, watch the news. If you want to love the United States, travel through it. And that's. I mean, you've seen those. I'm sure you both seen those videos of these people coming over for the World Cup, just awestruck by what we have, our cities, our nature. You know, that they're like, wow, this is nothing like the news is telling me it is.
Yeah.
And they're loving it.
Oh,
like,
wow. People
let's
don't
keep that
do
going.
that. Yeah. They just have that one viewpoint. Well,
Yeah.
I know we're changing the name, but it's not changed yet till you only get one. So Keanu has a really fun 4th of July fact. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear him?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone somewhere in America doesn't know that this is their last week with all 10 fingers.
Yes. Make sure that the wick is long.
Yeah. Uncle Q said, make sure the wick is long.
But you guys all have a happy 4th of July. Everybody watching, make sure you like, subscribe, share, turn on that bell.
250.
Yeah, 250 years old. Turn on that bell, like it. Check out my Patriot Supply. Get yourself prepared.
Nice.
Get yourself some Dubby. Use chewing. Promo code chewing. Get 10% off.
Get yourself some merch.
Get yourself some merch. Dave promoted the merch today while I had to turn off the TV. Great job, Dave. Yep, go over to the merch. Everything. All the links are on the YouTube channel. And check it out. God bless all you guys. And all you guys have a happy 4th of July. And God bless the USA.
Yeah, go USA tomorrow, 8 p.m. Tune in, World Cup.
Yeah.
Tune in. Late.
See you on the next one, don't you stress. Thanks for tuning in and God bless.